Hey guys, you're playing Adam up against Blue Sun. Should be interesting because we can't run that often with Aussie running against Blue Sun. We just get taxed by random things. But our laundry is good. Having Love Good Lotus turn off, always be running. Seems pretty reasonable overall. So basically what you don't want to see against Blue Sun, a gigantic Orion. We have to break all subs, so this is not going to cut it. But there's a good chance he's got something in his hand that we care about, so let's try the laundry on HQ. Gonna get in, we're gonna see two cards. Project Alice, off the grid. Oh, that's actually really good. So I really like to hit HQ early with the double access because typically a corp will have an agenda in their opening hand. Wish we could answer this, but we definitely cannot. So we're just gonna set up. The Crescentis is okay actually, because if you get something with one sub, you can break it with always be running and then you can derez it, which is kind of neat. So we may use Chopbot to get rid of this, but we might also just keep it because it is good sometimes. Chopping it is not necessarily what you want to do. It's a double-edged sword, whereas the other two are more something you definitely want. Like we want to get this card every turn if possible. And the multi-access is really important because he's got no other multi-access for HQ. Okay, so that might be the Orion, in which case we could try to run through it. Yeah, you know what? I would take this bait. I think we're gonna run through this. Are we? The R&D's open. No, I'm gonna just hit R&D since it's open. Hive. Alright. Fair. Scrubber is probably worth it. Let's play out Scrubber. Same old thing. Yeah, we might want that too. Okay, Faust. This will be good if we can get some more cards. If we can find some things worth shot-botting. Do you have a second Atlas? What is this? Like, I'd love to actually derez this big ice with this Crescentis rather than just click through it. He's advancing it. He's advancing it. Interesting. Huh. All right. Well, I'm sold on this then. If we have to lose our Crescentis to an Orion in order to go through this. Yeah, this has got to be an agenda. I think he just does not realize we can do this. Or he's planning to kill us after we take an APD. That's also possible. No, it's also an Atlas. Okay, now if we can not get killed, we'll be in great shape. Corroder, nice. So it didn't get maximum value out of that Crescentis, to say the least, but it could have been worse. I'm happy to have scored points. So my idea here is this does stop like Tool Booth and Pop Up and Data Raven, which is kind of nice, but if you can turn it into 3 cards, then you can draw them with ChopBot. So yeah, we'll try that. Trash, and we'll get 3 face downs. And we will ChopBot this for a card. Another Hunting Grounds. Okay. Well, he's on 15. He probably has another agenda in his hand. Let's see what this is. Oh, if we only played our Hunting Grounds, we would have not lost $3 here. Okay, I'll lose 3, and I'm going to go through it. Crescentus here would have been amazing. Excalibur, Mother Goddess. Ooh, interesting. I was hoping for Aesops. We have 2 Aesops in here, and I'd much rather be turning these into money. Okay. Well, we'll get another card. And we're gonna go with that. Maybe we are. Sure, this is NAPD, right? I don't think he would be doing like a... I don't know. Let's try here. We'll go here. We'll prevent the... Let's hang on. Let's do this here. Let's get our money. I think we let this one go. I don't think it's the 3rd Atlas because there's not many Atlas left. I think we're just going to hang out this turn. Faust or Corroder? Maybe the Faust. No, maybe the Corroder. Armitage, that's pretty good for us. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. He could have resolved the Toll Booth, so there'd be 2 subs we couldn't deal with. Makes a lot of sense. This turn, well, let's do our chop. It's not a good card. We want to run HQ for 2 looks. We know he's got Orion. We know he's got Excalibur, Mother Goddess, presumably, unless he discarded them. Yeah, let's not run this turn. Let's just power this up. Play out Faust so we can chop all these cards. Or sorry, not we can chop. We can use Faust to get rid of all these cards out of our hand. Hoping for a hand size increaser at any time. So maybe he did have agendas, getting rid of it. Hard to tell. I don't know if he pitched his other ice and kept an agenda. Not sure. So So at this point, without any R&D pressure, I'm not that keen to run against the R&D. It doesn't really excite me. I could chop. Meh. Well, let's see if we burn this Jackson then. Actually, could have left this up then. Will he shuffle? He will shuffle. Kind of want to leave the undergrounds out because it does actually counter Toll Booth. So he threw the Mother Goddess and he threw the Hive, so he probably has an agenda in his hand right now. We can go here. Faust. No, we can't even break the Orion is the problem. Let's try what this is. Let's gather some information on what he's got in there. Hive. 3 subs. Pay 4 to go through? Nah. No thanks. Let's just get our card for free. Oh, there's Brain Chip. That's helpful. Because now we can take our hand size to 7. And we'll easily get this every turn. Yeah, I think playing Crescendus was a little hasty this game. Because if we could have turned down the Toll Booth. Or this Hive. So we saw he had off the grid. He must have like an off the grid Crisium grid thing going on. Which is kind of neat. Yeah, let's take a quiet turn. And we'll start unloading this. So we'll probably chop the armor with $2 left on it. I'd rather have the card. Is that a hostile takeover? Look at that. The bad pub's gonna... Now this Hive has got a lot weaker. Huh. Alright, we'll chop this for a card. Ghost Runner, sure. 3 to go through now, but I'm really not in a hurry. I think we just spend another turn building up. Take 8, and then we can chop this while our hand builds up. Yeah, this Brain Chip is what lets us hold 4 additional cards. For a console, it's not bad. The extra MU is cool if you had some way to really abuse it, which I don't find that you do. We have some multi-threaders and some suckers, but it's hard to draw enough cards to see them very early. Actually, sucker would be pretty great right now to help make our Faust cheaper to use. Let's look at your Crisium grid. I would say he's going to try a Crisium Mushin off the grid play, which we want to do something about. Sadly, we have no D-res abilities, so we're going to deal with the Orion at a minimum, and that's kind of the tough sell for us. he can motion Vanity, he can actually win in 2 turns, which is a problem. So what's our plan here? We can try to get the agenda right away. Yeah. We want to chop this for a card. There's a brain chip we don't need. Yeah, let's see if we can get 2 cards out of his hand and find the agenda. Assume this is the Orion here. No, it's Architect. Really? He's got what? Hive and Goddess. We need 3 cards. Yeah, I don't care about this. I'll have to care about it next time once I trash this Chrysium, but right now I don't think. If he gets back the Mother Goddess, whatever. And we can check whatever this is because we have actions left. Really? So he's put his off the grid and his gen in there right now. And we can't run again. Well, it's not a motion, right? So it's going to be slow if it's anything. So I'll use this to prevent the 3 thing lost. And then this is turned off, so I'm going to have to spend brain chip to pump, brain chip to pump, love good to break, and we're in. So he raises the Chrysium. He's down $3 and we'll just trash it. If he doesn't res the Chrysium, well, there's no reason to res the Chrysium. Now let's see what's in his hand first. Maybe we can try something cheaper than the Chrysium. Off the grid, we'll get rid of that. And punitive counterstrike, fair. This is a Chrysium. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. This makes us off the grid, and it's only costing us 2 out of pocket. So I can't run again because of Excalibur. Interesting. I think we just draw up. And we'll draw again from our directive. Nice play by him. He'd have the third Alice after all, so he's able to get it to safety. So we could have spent our remaining cards to stop the install from HQ. Not sure if that's better or not. Decisions need to be made here. I think I'm going to chop the same old things. We haven't found anything that goes with it. Okay. Well, his hive is now empty, so we're going to hit the R&D here. Is this the Orion then? It is. Well, that's expensive. 9 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Yeah, that sucks. So we'll pay through with our bad pub. This hive is blank. And what do we see? Archer up top. Okay. I want to have a bunch more cards to go look at his HQ and maybe trash the off the grid. Not especially. Well, we know he is punitive. We know he is off the grid. Don't know too much more about his hands composition. Let's try to find a mimic. If we can get that, it's pretty good for us. Looks like a nope. Well, we'll just money up, and we'll hope that Maker's Eye comes in soon. Refractor would also break this very efficiently. Goes down to 5. So he's trying to say he does not have one in his hand, which is maybe believable. Want to chop anything? I feel like this might be about the end of this. We're starting to get a decent amount of rig, and we've got breakers that just need to show up. Okay, let's try to find something good. That's alright for a corroder. Our breakers are in there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 carats. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're gonna pump, break, visage. We're gonna skip that. Pump, pump, and break. Let's see, 2 cards. Off the grid, goodbye. Punitive counterstrike. Okay. Well, Got rid of some of our chaff. Of our 10 remaining cards, we have Refractor, Mimic, Data Sucker, Multi-Threader, 2 Maker's Eyes. Yeah, all the remaining cards are good. Tempted to chop something here just to get... Yeah, I think we can chop Love Good because we've already gotten rid of the one we care about. There's a Maker's Eye. That's almost worth it. Be a lot more worth it if we had Refractor. Good. Let's think about... We want to wait for Mimic also. Where do we go right now with Maker's Eye? Maker's Eye... No, we'll do Multi-Threader. I think... Yeah, and 2 Aesop's pawn shops. This is going to be just too late to... Well, I guess we can pawn the cast with $2 on to get 3 instead. We know he has Archer. All right, Mimic, show up. Nope. This is a good card, but it's a little later than I wanted it to be. Okay, I think it's Maker's Eye this turn. Because we already trashed, what, 2 copies of Off the Grid? So he has another Chrysium. Well, we could draw for Mimic. It's still there. Yeah, we gotta find Mimic really soon. Ah, there we go. That's good. And let's go in here. And we can do break with Multi-Threader. We can skip paying 3 here, and then 1 Ghost Runner to break, and we're in. The next turn we'll probably do the Makers, especially if he moves his Orion around. I don't know if he will. Punitive Counterstrike, Housekeeping, blah. Well, we see Chrysium. Let's get rid of that. I'm impressed how much we're getting out of this hunting grounds. $3 a pop at a toll booth is serious business. Okay, we gotta find some points. Don't know if we have to find them this turn or not. It's not 8 credits to res these ice. I think we just keep everything right now. Let's play the other Ghost Runner. Take 2 and Maker's Eye. This is going to cost us, if we do 2 stealth and 3, it's not bad. I think that's our best bet. Though if we could play the daily cast last. Can we afford the Threader? I think we can afford the Threader here. I'll be extremely sad if we can't, but I think it's okay. Oh, if he has Archer, we have to spend 2, 3, 4 cards. Yeah, 4 cards to not. Oh, that's bad. I'm sure one uses Archer. Yeah, that's an issue. We have to have enough cards to deal with Archer. So we can't go this turn. Let's go next turn. Yeah, I would bet a lot there's an Archer here. So we can try to Makers next turn. Or we could just get some sucker farming going on. So we can actually use Mimic to break the Archer. So you think he put Orion there? He probably did. He must have something in his hand. I don't think he can score next turn. Let's lay the Aesops. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll get some suckers. We'll see what's in here. Oh, really? Well, that's anticlimactic. That was just in there for a while, I guess, and he because I punitive us earlier. Okay, well, we got further into our deck this time, but you see like how late the breakers come out? That's tough. What was on top? So the Maker's Eye was not going to win for us. It was just going to get a false lead. Interesting. I don't know if I like the chop bot. I think I'd rather have 3 pawn chops. And then no chop bots. Tough to say though. Hunting ground stuff did work for us this game. That was nice to get past that toll booth. Some ideas here. Thanks for watching.